welcome to TOS Podcast, the CGI's only podcast for now. I'm your host, Boomer2526, at least for tonight, because Teamwork's gone and Oz is Oz. Followed with me, though, as I said, we have Oz, Ven, and Box joining me tonight. Teamwork's gone, family thing. He'll be back next week. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm just not sure. Is Teamwork gone or is Teamwork gone?
Hmm?
You said Teamwork is gone like 4 times. Is
Did
Teamwork
I?
gone or is he here?
No, he's gone. Like, permanently.
Oh, he's out of here,
That's why I had to specify it that much.
Oh, okay. So the family thing was his family having a thing for him.
Yes, it's him.
All right.
Yeah, his
You had
family had a
Teamwork,
thing
you
for him.
died.
Yeah, definitely.
If you guys see him in the core, don't trust it.
Yeah, that's not Teamwork. That's a ghost.
That's
You're
a
next.
ghost or a scammer, and be careful. Either or, just as bad.
Is it a
AI
Nigerian
technology has
scammer?
gotten crazy these days. You know, like how do you even know you're talking to the real Teamwork?
You
You
know, these
don't.
Nigerian scammers are through the fucking roof right now.
I know. It could be some guy on the other side of the world using a voice changer, pretending to be him.
It's literally just Babatunde in his hut.
All
And
those
the only
cam
way-
problems, all those cam problems that he's having. Really?
Hey, listen.
The only way
makes
to
sense.
find out is to continue watching the podcast.
Yeah. Continue watching the podcast and tune into the streams to see if he is there. That way, you actually know. You know, that's the only way that you can really tell. Anyway,
So-
though.
Let's recap the other night's games. I'll start out because I got called a bum. Rip Legion finally getting their first victory via forfeit like the Roni Nips.
I know, dude. We came in there hot and ready, and then they told us we're not playing, and I was like, "Oh, all right."
You were
We were-
not hot and ready. Tom
we were-
Resent was getting slammed by me in a bot lobby.
We were getting verdict out of retirement, everything. It was gonna be grand, and then they just said, "Nope, can't play." And I was like, "Oh, all right."
I think they just got scared of hearing that Verdict was going to play in that game.
Dude, I would be too. That's such a wild card. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen.
So what other matches happened last night?
So on the first
So
game,
the ones that we actually, yeah, the first game was Ballsatch Gaming Clan versus One Shot, which was a 3-1 in favor of One Shot. Ballsatch took the search like we predicted on the night, but other than that, it was all just One Shot
Yeah,
dominating.
not even a close game. There's nothing really to recap with that. Alley Cat's
Not-
also 3-0 Roni Nips. You know, big surprise.
shocking news.
Shocker. We had a new record set for least kills in a respawn though.
Oh, who
And
did that?
Also for least kills in a series.
Yeah, for least kills in a series and least kills in a respawn.
so
Unseating
Sputnik- oh.
Floofy's 3 kills was Sputnik with 1.
Oh
He had-
my god.
He had one, and yeah.
One kill in the fucking control, you moron.
So he had one kill. He had one kill in the control, and roughly about 20 deaths or so.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, it was not a great night for Sputnik.
I did not even know that was possible.
Sputnik had more
sh-
kills in the search, and almost as many search kills as hardpoint kills last night. I'm sorry, Sputnik. I don't mean to go off on you that hard, but it's rough not to when it's like this.
Listen, he's just
Yeah.
trying to lock out that Logie Memorial Player of the Week.
He did set the new record for both lowest KD, lowest amount of kills in a series and in most modes. That being said, he didn't set the record for most negative of the whole time. It still is Logie with 51. He only hit 49 last night.
Yeah, but the
Morph
KD was
couldn't
definitely
follow him
worse.
around that much. Okay, but a .14 isn't like, you gotta think, like, it's not the, okay, it is. That is the worst KD we've seen ever, but
So that KD's higher than Oscar's girlfriend's age.
Morph
yeah,
also
hey,
went.
I'm the OG MILF hunter, okay?
Oh, it's just, Morph had a
We're
4.
implying you're single, you stupid fuck.
He had a 4.35 KD in the series.
Yeah,
4 point-
you don't count that.
I'm just saying, you know,
You're disqualified from Player of the Week if you play the Ronnie Nips. We've already
is
established
true.
that.
but still viable to be put on the Spangbab team.
Oh yeah, you can be put on the Spang Bet team. If you don't drop a 1.0 against them, you're Spang babbing it up.
Let's see who is it? Is it Moja or T-Dub that keeps on? He's the team captain.
Moja team captain.
Moja team captain. Oh, he didn't play last night, which is kind of odd out of him to be so scared to not play the Ronin Nips. That might be a pretty that might be a Spangbab defensible thing.
Oh no, he's Spang bab. You know,
Yeah.
0 point scared of Ronnie Nips.
Yeah, I know. It's weird that he just wouldn't play them. You know, the one I think he was so scared that he was gonna get put on it anyway that he was just like, they can't put me surely.
Oh, but I can. I can
You
put
have
anybody I
no
want on it.
power here.
Anyway, moving
I have
on.
all the power on Spang Bab.
Moving on to the last game of the night, which was actually the best one. You know, it was like decently competitive. I didn't think it was gonna be, but it was a little bit. I expected Milf Hunters to come in and just, just absolutely stomp the hell out of Step Bro, but it was closer than I thought it was gonna be, resulting in only a total of 3 maps really being played out as well, though, because we did have some problems at the end. But Milf Hunters ended up taking it 3-1 because map 4 is technically kind of a forfeit. A lot of fucky stuff. It is what it is. That being said, no one like really went crazy. I'll be honest. They all everyone in the entire series kind of just traded off doing shit. Like,
Well, I mean,
even Mills only had a 0.9. The highest KD was a 0.25. Like, it was just kind of like everybody was either slamming or getting slammed, but it wasn't like a consistent thing.
I just want to clarify. You said the highest point KD was a what?
1.25.
Oh, I thought you said a 0.25, and
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
that is not high at all.
No, highest KD was a 1.25, lowest was a 0.64. It was very much in that, it just, everybody was in, that mid-range, Like, don't get me wrong, 1.25 is good, but it's not crazy. Like,
I'm assuming it was Bendy with the highest.
it's actually Fish.
Oh,
Bendy,
the most selfish player in the league.
So Fish at 1.25, and then Space just behind him at 1.24. Bendy just didn't do he was super slow in the S&D, and then they all got had in that control pretty bad. So all of Milf Hunters got dropped down really low because of that. Like Mills probably would have had the highest KD with a 1.3 if he just I gotta find it. I was so shocked when I found it just a second ago. He went 15 and 26 in the control, and then Bendy went 17 and 24. It was rough out of them. It was very much rough.
The control merchants, that bros.
They might be, honestly.
How did Sig do? He seemed like he was doing decent.
Sig, I think he did good. They all kind of got slammed in that hard point. So that was rough on all them. Sig, he had a 1.02.
Yeah.
I wish. Obviously, this is only counting the first 3 maps because there was so much resets and so much fuckery going on in the 4th that I just considered that a forfeit from Step Bro instead of a played out map. Because even then, it only ended up going 200 to 100 or 200 to 160, and they dropped out, but they shouldn't have, and then it was a whole thing.
I'm just gonna say,
if anybody's wondering, read the rules. It's very clear in the hard point rulings why what happened last night happened.
hey, listen, all I'm gonna say is one team agreed to fucking replay it with a 50-point lead and then lost after starting with a 50-point lead and then complained about the restart.
This is true.
Read the fucking
When you-
rules.
Read the rules. Don't miss, don't lose. Shoot straight or shitters.
Yep.
And I think that does it for the recap. Oh, we did have a reschedule match played last night. One shot defeated Alley Cats 3-1.
Oh, yeah, I didn't grab the stats for that last night. I know that we have the screenshots, although I didn't actually grab the numbers all put together.
All you need to know is Morpheus went double negative in the series deciding map 4. All you need to know.
Yeah, it was not great.
It's actually been really surprising to me, how powerful One Shot has become since picking up. Was it Drafty
They always have.
Yeah. Drafty and Swag Check.
and Swat? Yeah,
This season, you dumbass. They didn't play for One Shot last season. Swag Check was on Alley Cats last season.
My bad.
You should know these things. You can have a podcast and do no research going into the episode.
Oh,
And own the
Swag
league.
was the sub, wasn't he?
Yeah, Swag was
Correct.
the sub
Yeah,
on Alley Cats last season.
that was Care Bear hadn't retired yet. He was on his way out, but he hadn't retired quite yet.
but yeah, no. Since adding those young guns, I mean, they've been really good.
Yeah, which I'll be honest, I didn't really think that they were gonna get had. I didn't think Alley Cats were gonna get had that bad, especially given that Ripped played One Shot in the last week of matches we had before all the problems were happening, and they had 3 close maps, except for and the control was kind of rough. But maps 1 and 2 were far closer. Sorry, I should specify. I didn't get a play. Biscuit was there in my spot. But so I was definitely expecting. I was like, oh, they took it that close, and I thought Alley Cats were actually gonna like win it. I was like, I don't know. I was very surprised to see them get slammed that bad.
I don't remember. I think it was the search was a 6-3.
Yeah, I don't have that picture. I'm not sure about that one. I have to go back to Cover's stream to check.
They didn't necessarily get like slammed. The first map one was a 250 to 218. Flagcheck did go 36 and 23. He was frying in that hotel hardpoint. And then the map 2, I lagged out, so I don't have the actual stats for that, but I know it was a 6-3 based off of Covert stream. Then in the map 3, Morph woke up, decided to go 37 and 15, and then promptly went back to sleep the next map, going 13 and 26.
Morph like pushed his teammates up so he could like climb up them to get above because he went 37 and 15, but then other players on his team decided to go double neg in that map. And then you're right, and then he fell down again back map 4.
Yeah, the map 4, it was rough for everybody outside of Cover. Cover was
Yeah,
kind of a hydro merchant.
What's great, dude? Cover had that for 2 series last night. He did like mid in every map against Roni because I assume he just wasn't caring, except for the search where he went 11 and 2, and then same shit this series where he did like fine and then decided to go 29 and 21. Like it's just like every once in a while he's just like fuck it, this is the map, and he goes for it.
Well, I'm actually think this is a
It's
great...
like, yeah, Cover actually went positive in every respawn.
That's weird.
Dude, when he's trying, that's not like a hard feat for him. When Morph is not taking every kill and kill whoring on the map, it's not hard for him.
I wouldn't know. I've never lost to him.
You know who?
Corey.
Oh, I've never played him in anything but a scrim, so.
Well, it's going to be a good game next week for One Shot, but I think it's a great time to bring our next guest.
Wait, no,
in.
Boomer, you did play him in the Black Ops 2 throwback.
Oh, I guess so. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Never mind. I played him once then. I forgot.
And you've
about
never
that.
lost to him.
Fair enough. I guess actually, wait. Did I play him? We would have had. I don't know if we played Alley Cats last season. I feel like we had to forfeit for some reason. Maybe I've played him twice. I've either played him once or
knows?
twice. I don't know. I've either won twice or I've won one and I lost one, I guess. I forgot that.
Fuck you, Corey Cover.
Oh, what?
I love you, Corey. Can't wait to do a Rewind League next with you. But no, I was going to say, I think it's a great way to bring in our next guest, Windmills, as well on the topic of One Shot. They are going to be playing SBC Week 8 this coming Monday on stream, so I think that's going to be a fucking
I'll
great
be right
series.
back.
That should be a good game. I'll say just before we get him in here, just heading into like kind of what I think that's going to be a tight game in the respawns. I think SBC are going to be lacking in slaying quite a bit, but as we've seen, they can still win maps without having to put up numbers. I mean, in all of their KDs, like none of those guys are flashy. They all have right around a 1.0 for the most part, excluding like the times they played like Roni Nips or whatever. But like those guys are really effective at not getting kills, which I think is going to help them a lot in the hard points against One Shot, just because like One Shot is such a heavy team. Like when they're winning, it's because they have like 2 guys almost going double positive or some shit. I expect SBC to win those searches pretty dominantly. I'm not gonna lie, those guys play pretty good. Like they just play they play smarter and fairly. I hate to say it, but One Shot doesn't. As we see, they lost to the Cold War Merchants last night. And then honestly, the control's gonna be a toss up. I think that's gonna be the closest map.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think I think it's gonna be a very close series, but I think I think SBC is gonna have the upper hand going in and finishing through.
Yeah, I just think they're a better teamwork-oriented team, if that makes any fucking sense.
SBC or One Shot's made up of they're made up of 4 players who all play
4 individuals.
Really well individually. Yep, who all play really well individually, and SBC is kind of the opposite of that. None of those guys are necessarily like crazy individual players.
Right.
Together. It'll definitely it's gonna be very interesting because they really are just opposite sides of the spectrum on that.
SPC has always struck me as a team that just gets trades.
They outperform their skill level because everybody else is trying to world star and they're trying to win.
That's fair. That's a good way to put it.
They just out teamwork everybody else.
Like none of
They
them
don't-
are worried about their stats at any point. They're just working together and doing what they need to do.
Joining us now, we
But
have
it's-
our guest for the week, Windmills from SBC, team captain, comms extraordinaire, fucking whatever you want to call the guy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing
Quarterback
good.
of the
Appreciate that, guys. And I
Yeah, of
watched the
course.
podcast a couple weeks ago and you were guessing me. I appreciate
Of
that.
course, man. Fucking when we were watching your guys' streams that one time, fucking very nice to watch your POV. Like,
I kind of got to do it.
You're
Not a
in
lot
the
of people on my team are talking, so.
no, that's fair. We pointed that out. I think week 1, we were like, you keep on talking nonstop, and like, it's not
And,
they're
Like,
not always.
do you get tired of Dwayne talking so much smack? You're like, God damn it! Now I got to turn up like crazy.
No, I see.
prove
We
it.
were making jokes because he was doing it, and then we played him, and he didn't do that well. But he was still talking
Oh.
shit. I'm like, I respect it. You didn't go off of it.
He was literally
You know,
talking shit to a
He might
different
hate to
player,
hear
like-
this, but he honestly sounds a lot like Giants. Does shit on his team, talks shit afterwards anyway.
Hey, listen, you got to tip that type of confidence to still be able to talk
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
even when you're getting dumped on.
That's true. I do tip the
Yeah.
composure.
I mean, I do the same thing. I just am not as annoying with my shit talk. I'm more direct.
If you could dish it though, you
Oh.
got to be able to take it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's like shooting bodies midway through a series only to get dumpstered on the next 3 maps. And it really
I-
taught me something.
Oh, I think that's what Giants was doing. He was shooting our body map on.
No, that's literally what happened. I remember
He shoots
that.
bodies on kills he didn't get.
I do remember that. Yeah.
And it honestly, it usually does not work in his favor.
He shoots bodies like Boston beans.
Most of the time, Giants will often shoot bodies to proceed to go and either go neg, lose, or both.
Almost like a curse for him at this point. Don't know why he keeps doing it.
I
He's committed to the bit.
I don't really get it either at this point.
I'm saying his commitment to the bit is top tier. I will tip that, you know.
Yes.
And Dwayne's commitment to beefing with him is actually so admirable.
Adding him
Nope.
out of
Hey,
nowhere. in the
someone had
middle
to
of
do
the day.
Like everybody that Giants has fucking pestered has fucking shriveled up and fucking ran away from the smoke. Dwayne said, "Nah, I want all the smoke."
What? Either they go away because they hate it, or they just can't be bothered to fight back. Like lots of times, Giants will try prodding at someone and they'll just ignore him because they're like, "No, why?" But or they'll like try to fight it and then they'll just kind of like shrivel up. And Dwayne said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be like him." And that's when you get him adding him in the middle of the day out of nowhere with something random and talking shit.
It's almost a daily routine at this point. I just check to see if it happened.
It's funny as fuck, dude.
He's got a fucking reminder set on his phone.
Yesterday, before at 11 a.m. my time, he just ats Giants dog shit fuck for nothing starting it.
Oh,
I love that. He had a random reminder on his phone, like goes off at a different time every day.
Put the shithead in his place.
All right, that being said, talking about Dwayne and all your team windmills. I gotta ask, how long have you guys been playing together for? Like you four specifically.
This is I think it's our first technical season. I mean, maybe like a couple months.
Couple months.
But we've played before. Like I think we've all known each other since Cold War. So
Okay, I gotcha.
yeah,
Well,
this is the first time
familiarity.
we put it together.
Did you guys all meet through COD, or were you like IRLs, or like?
I think everybody was just through COD.
Okay.
I met all of them through COD at least.
Okay, I gotcha. Is there like who was the last one of you guys to join? Like, was there like a few of you that were together and then you found more people, or was it like kind of just like randomly one by one you just kind of funneled in?
So during Vanguard, it was me, Luke, and Dwayne who were kind of like playing together, and then I played CCL for MW2 season. I met Steve through my college, and that's how we got to know each other.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Which college do you play for, if you don't mind me asking?
Arizona State.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. How'd you guys end up placing this last season?
Well, we made $250 from some amateur league that we got smoked by Fisher in the final, but besides that, it didn't go too well.
I gotcha.
But yeah, one thing, we Steve had 19 kills against OC, who was like probably one of the best college teams.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 1v3 last round to miss out on D1.
That's unfortunate.
Oh,
It was
That's unfortunate.
that's
hard to live with.
rough. I can kind of relate to that. In the Vanguard Rec League season, I dropped 17 for the loss in a map 5,
It's tough when it happens because you're like, there's just no way.
and I constantly left in a 1v3. Need a little bit of help from somebody that I won't name, but that can hear me right now.
Listen, dude.
I got 45
I
kills
gave
from-
you 4 maps in a row of fantastic numbers.
I had one hand.
Dude, we've all
We had
understood.
2 other teammates who could have been helping.
Fallen was
Teammates.
Fallen was already neck deep in Apex at that point.
Yeah, call out the teammates. I'm about to call out mine.
Oh, it was Ven, Fallen, and what fucking name was he going by at that point? Tiku.
Deku?
Tiku.
I can't remember. Tanji.
Tanji.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he had changed his name to Tiku.
I think you're right. We've all had a struggle.
Either fucking way, I needed help.
I dropped 45 for Tom to lose me at control. It happens.
I couldn't feel my left hand.
So Windmills,
My movement was so off.
costed you the worst out of the
Yeah.
out of Luke, Dwayne, and
Austin.
Kiki.
No, I'm not putting anybody on blast.
Oh.
That's crazy. We all just put our teammates on blast.
Nah, but I'm still teaming with them. I can't do that.
Oscar went for the kill shot question like right out the gate.
I've teamed.
Should have started something like shit.
What? Oh, I call out Tom every time. Tom's resent, by the way. You played me and him together. I'll call out Tom any day of the week.
He's the one that's always fucking solo playing fucking on an island with a sub and baiting his teammates.
Jeez.
They usually have double-digit kills at the end of a search, but lose 6-0.
He'll only bait you if you run in front of him. I've learned to not run in front of Tom anymore.
I was the only guy to lose 6 rounds in a search and only have 3 deaths.
That's true.
That sounds like a hell of a stat line.
That's too real.
It's interesting playing.
A lot of bombs explode around Tom.
This is true. There's lots of times on an embassy search where there will be 4 people up on the enemy team, and Tom will sit in embassy for 30 seconds to just let the round end.
Man, he's gonna be losing so much fool watching this back, and I'm picturing it, and it's so funny.
Tom, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, everything we're saying is true.
I can
and
talk
you
as
can't
much
deny it.
shit about Tom as I want. I've won 3 chips with him. All right, fuck you.
I can talk as much shit about Tom as I want. I've dropped him twice.
Jeez.
Twice. How'd he get back?
I feel Tom is literally one of the oldest people I've known in COD. Him and Fallen, I've known them for like a little over 2 years now. Some of the first people I met here, and he's also one of my oldest teammates. So I will talk however I need to about Tom.
Yeah, Tom's a dear friend.
Much
so.
shit as I will talk about him, I will still team with him any day of the week.
Oh, I won't team with the kid. Never again.
I only team with him because
Third
Oz
time's a
told me
charm.
I can't drop him.
Absolutely not.
Right, that's
Neither one of us have enough composure to team with each other.
Look,
'Cause he'll lose full, verbally. I'm losing full just silently to myself. Well, not silently to myself, silently to them. I'm muting my mic and just fucking screaming, but they don't hear that. And yeah, it's just happened way too many times with them. I can't do it again. I might actually cease to exist if that happens.
we love you, Tom.
We do love you, Tom.
Love the kid though.
Yeah.
He
Love
just can't
him.
gun me
Love
in
him.
any game other than MW2.
Yo, he can't chow me in Minecraft.
Shit.
But to bring it back, didn't mean to hit you with that fucking kill shot question.
Tom tangent for a
Sometimes I
second.
get too ahead of myself, but being one of the newer teams in CGI, how did you find out about us? Because I don't think.
I think it was Dwayne who. It might have been through Twitter or something, but realistically, we were just looking for a ton of leagues. We played in the Rec League once. We played in this new league called Finals League once, but it was more of just trying to get experience in like team aspect and season shit. So
That makes sense.
yeah.
Are you guys planning on continuing into the
I
next
remember.
adult?
I mean, things can happen in the next couple months. But we haven't been playing much, so we'll see.
Okay.
But I mean, we're doing well enough where I feel like we have potential. But it just
That's
comes down to if everybody's committed to it.
I gotcha. That's what I was mainly asking because I was like, if you guys are getting a lot of practice together and everything, no better time than when the new one comes out. You come in hot and ready.
Yeah.
I definitely remember Dwayne messaging me like mid-season of last season,
I remember him
and
tweeting that.
and the first message he sent me was complete fucking gibberish.
What?
You still have it?
I might, but I remember like it was something along the lines of if I was the owner or something, and I was like, yeah. It's like, you got signups? I was like, in league info, with all the other info you need. And it's just like the conversation continued for a while, and he just and I have like 3 messages like, any updates, and I was just like, man, I got like an announcement section.
The man was itching for COD.
No, he was. I mean, it was good to. It was awesome for us to finally see someone from entirely like outside our circle. And,
Oh
like,
yeah, here we go.
Unknown.
The first thing I got, I have a team already. Do we just wait for the next league? No punctuation. Many errors. I'm like, the next league? What? Like,
That
you
would.
mean it? Like, are you saying do you have to wait to the next season to join a league? Yeah, of course you do.
We had someone try to do that this season too, didn't we? They
Oh
wanted-
yeah.
Well, they tried to buy the spot.
That too. They also tried taking someone's spot if anybody wanted to
I
to
almost had an
leave.
org buyout.
That
league
was
spot,
wild.
like-
That was great.
When
I
did we
thought it was-
franchise?
Dude, I seriously thought it was gonna happen. For a
We're all
while, I
CS
was like,
now,
someone's
boys.
gonna drop.
You're
Maybe
buying
it's
in to
good.
flip the spot.
Maybe you got to spare 10 mil?
Dude,
Yeah, I wish.
I thought
We'll be
Rat was
talking
gonna
to you
buy out.
fuckers.
I thought Rat was gonna buy out Stepbro, and Stepbro had been like making a whole new team every week. I really thought they were gonna be able to.
They should have bought out One Shot last season.
Oh, if only they were interested at the time. I know that would have been a good deal. But that was a rough team.
Yeah.
Dude, that team was like. I feel bad for Killa putting his money on that. That was...
Yeah, I played them week 1, and I was looking like an MVP candidate.
Dude, Killa giving the keys to One Shot was like the Spartan R City's 3-year contract. Is the same shit.
Jeez.
I apologize to anybody on the One Shot team last season, but you can't argue with me on that. That's just true.
That
were-
team. Oh man.
They were Cold War LAT level with the roster changes that season.
Yup.
Truly.
Because they had multiple roster changes up until like the week of roster lock, and they had non-stop emergency subs coming. They like no shit had a different team every week.
That team had a rotating door on the starting four.
The only person who was there was Toby. That Toby was the doorman. He was just like welcoming everyone in. Come on in. How you doing? Right there, just waiting. And he saw everyone leave as well.
And now Toby's on Step Bros, and they're kind of leading the league in roster changes and emergency subs this season too.
You have to think there's a common connection.
He's definitely been leading in emergency subs. Just because I think it's just that it's like the people he teams with, he just manages to find like the most like not like uncoordinated timings, like people who can never fucking play at the same time. Last season, I will say a lot of his stuff was because like I know that Biscuit couldn't play a ton because like school or some shit.
So a pretty
Alright.
big game on stream coming up on Monday, SBC versus One Shot. Have you been able to kind of scope out the competition? How do you see that playing out?
To be honest, we just kind of play our own game. We don't really care who we're playing. I mean, nobody's gonna be better than us. It would be just us screwing up to lose. So if we play our game, nobody's gonna touch us.
I love the big dick confidence. So
I mean, it's true. We just make a lot of trolling mistakes.
So you think
Yeah, I do notice that you guys tend to play really structured, and you know at least in the first episode of this podcast, I kind of talked about it myself. How I noticed that you guys neutralize superstar players. You kind of let them, run around the map doing whatever and bully the other 3 players. Like, is that like an intentional, tactic, or is is it just a byproduct of you guys' teamwork?
I think it's just more of how we're playing. Just we're not trying to, feed people. We're not trying to run out and be the sort of crackhead. It's just this game's all about playing together because you die so fast. You cannot get 2-pieced or 3-pieced. And there's no red dots, so you have to be really on point with what you're looking at and like how you're talking to each other.
Say, that's the big thing that I noticed, and I said it earlier. You come off as like the quarterback, putting people in position, telling people, when to go, when to hold, when it's a good idea to push old time, when it's time to just rotate. Like, does that affect your game? Does it make it harder on you having to do those things, or does it just come natural to you?
I mean, when I started out, maybe like the first couple weeks is a little bit harder to adjust to, but then the more I did it, the more I realized that it's not about me per se, like making it easier on me. It's making it easier on everybody else because they don't have to talk like I need to talk, and they could just go out and kill things and just run around the map. Because I know Dwayne and Steve just love running.
Steve
And
is
I told
Tiki,
them,
correct?
yeah, Tiki, sorry.
Yeah. No,
But
yeah.
I know they just love running. Sometimes I gotta tell them to slow down because they run too much. But with me common like that, they don't have to do that work. It's similar to like Octane because Octane's just common everything for their team, and those other three you're not hearing them as much, but you just know they're gonna be frying people.
Sam is also just like such a good player to watch if you want to learn how to be a good IGL. Just like listening to his comms and like how he directs traffic is like definitely it's one of the things that improved my comms.
He
Just
was at
watching
least.
him.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Right, rapid
Which
fire.
player in here, without question, are you winning 10 out of 10 gunfights against?
In this call?
No, like in the
Oh,
CGI in
okay.
general.
He's
I'm
only
a-
played against one player in this call.
I mean, I can still pick. In the whole league,
We don't
after
count running
recent-
nibs.
after recently, probably Giants. I'm not looking at them anymore.
That's fair.
But if I had to pick
The
one,
answer-
I mean, I don't want to pick someone from the lower ranked teams, but
Just don't pick Roni Nips. That's like,
yeah,
yeah,
running
okay,
up off the
if
table.
I pick one of them, I might have to money cam again. So.
Other than that, you can pick anybody else for this statement. But yeah, just don't pick Roni Nips.
Oh, yeah.
That's about
I'll
it.
go Giants, and then I'll pick one more. I'll go probably Toby.
Toby.
He was struggling when we played him.
Who would you say out of everyone you've played has been the most annoying kill?
Fucking Bendy.
Ben-
Fucking
is-
guy.
Is that also who would be like? I was gonna ask like who was the most like competitive player you've played?
Oh
like,
yeah, it's Bendy.
like yeah.
'Cause I know him from, I believe he's on
Oh,
the CCL
CCL.
team.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play him, but I know that he was on one of the top teams, so I expected that coming in. But he played even better than I expected. But we still won. So
He played worse than I expected when I played him.
I mean, he's just so annoying because he'll pop like 2 or 3, and you'll be like, "How the hell did he get there?"
No, like I remember someone was monitoring his like Discord status and like what he was doing, and after map 2, it stopped saying Spotify. Just like my man turned his music off and locked in.
There's probably Giants are screaming at him like, "We gotta win this shit."
You guys beat them in that map 5, right?
No, we only went 4.
3-1.
Wait, did it only go 4 maps?
3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hotel at the end, it was 250, 240 something.
It was a crazy ending.
Oh shit, I remember
Oh.
that. Yeah, okay, never mind.
I remember.
Yep.
I remember at the end of that map, someone was saying like he could have broke P6, but I was really staring at that dude top balk. He was
Well,
screwed.
The reason we say that is because there was a guy top balk and bottom bed, and if they get you guys off that, they could have like ran behind and killed you.
It's true.
They
Thankfully, Steve
did have a position where if Mills won that gunfight, they could have maybe gotten it.
I don't remember if it was map 1 or map 4 of that series where it was absolutely like all MILF hunters until the very end. Like they kept it was close, but they always had the lead, and then just last second it just slammed them.
Which one?
I don't. Was it the Hydra or the hotel?
Oh, it was map 1. Like Milf Hunters
Here's
kept on
Hydra.
having they would have like a 30-point lead every hill, and then they just didn't. They got like 15 points on 3 hills at one point. It was literally the last 3 hills of the game. Like they started a P5 like 200 to 170, And then they only ended the game 215 to 250 for like a full P5 and a full P1, and I think a very beginning of a P2. They only got 15 points between all that. Like they were in the lead and like not like dominating, but like they were in the lead for almost all the map and like looking like they were gonna win. And then just the last 2.5 hills, they just got no time. That was also the map where Mills had quite a rough series himself, though, or not a series, just like the map specifically. He went like 13 and 22 that map.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's where
the rest of it.
I think that's where Giants shot bodies after getting a 2-piece P5, and then just let me kill, or I let him. He let me kill him like window, and we got all the time after that.
I will say I do want to ask this only because I know that you guys tend to not really be like a slaying team. Like for the most part, like maybe Tiki's like dropping like a 1.3 something like that. On the other side, that's what one shot is like fucking strong in. Like they'll have like 2 or 3 players with almost a 2.0. Is there anything in specific that you guys like? I don't know. Is there a way you guys like look at that to combat it generally?
I mean, again, if they're not playing high enough competition, like you saw us versus Brony Nips, the Katie's were inflated as shit. So if their only goal is to slay on the map and they have one guy hill, just soaking all the time, it's not going to work if you're playing against a team who's like working together and calming. You're just going to get smoked because you're rushing into preems and shit. There's not a playstyle that people can have that we won't be ready for. We've seen pretty much everything at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he's seen any of the bogus strats that Rip Legion can actually pull out.
Oh my
when
god,
Boomer's
dude.
controller works.
Boomer's controller work? Oh. I mean, in all fairness, those...
Ripped Legion has a history of high risk, high reward plays. When they reward, though, oh man, you'll never see them coming. Especially if I'm IGLing an S&D. I will call strats you'll never expect. They'll be dumb, but they might work.
They might, 100% of the time.
Like I said, before we had Windmills join, I was vibing the series against SBC. And then, the next 3 maps, I had some teammates that were not.
Jeez. Dude, Tom got put in the fucking cycle.
You were the only team that took them to the brink of elimination in the whole fucking season so far.
No, let's be honest. Boomer did that.
I don't want to bring it. I don't want to bring it down, but that was the first time we all played together. Because that's when we got Steve instead of Zeus.
That is true. I remember
Luke,
Zeus.
right? Was there a Luke that used to play?
Luke's still playing.
I remember. What was the deal with Zeus?
Yeah, Zeus.
Why did we only see him once?
I mean, in all respect to him, he might have the best gun skill of any COD player I've ever seen. But I don't think he uses that gun skill properly, and a lot of the things that he does on a map don't really fit a team. They're kind of more solo shit. So in that first series, I was noticing it a lot. Even though we were winning maps, like they were really close, and they shouldn't have been. It was just because we were pushing up dumb shit, and a lot of it was him. And we've tried to tell him that, and I think he's getting a lot better at it. But if he gets that like IQ part of it, or like COD, that COD mind of it, he could be disgusting. I mean, he's been called out for cheating for like the last 3 years.
Jeez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe he is. We gotta get him on. We gotta get him on him too.
Shit, we think he's cheating at this point.
All right, here's a question that it might be a little difficult to answer, but I need your honest opinion. Who do you think is the sexiest CDL Pro in existence right now?
CDL Pro?
Yes. This is a very important question. Who do you think slays the most fucking muff?
I gotta think through some teams. Give me a minute. Actually, no, I got it already.
Yeah?
It's fucking Pred. That dude is jacked, bro.
It's not a bad pick.
And this is
I was gonna
a
take that
101 class on like how to get straight people to admit that if they were gay, who their type would be.
He's just
So
jacked.
You want a dom daddy.
I plead the fifth.
You want Big Daddy Pred to come and hug you from behind and lift your feet off the ground.
Isn't he short though?
I don't.
Isn't he a
Dom
short
daddies can be
guy?
small. If
No,
they're
I know. I'm just
jacked.
saying, isn't he a shorter buff guy though? Isn't he like 5? Like, it's not. He's not short, but he's shorter. I wonder if the
I mean,
CDL
a
has
A
height.
lot of CDL pros are pretty tiny.
That is true. Well, yeah, because the smaller you are, the less input delay you have from your brain to your hands.
Exactly.
True.
That's why the tiny terrors are so phenomenal. They're so tiny that they have such little input delay. I've seen so many Reddit posts about that lately that I finally feel like confident that it's like true. Because everybody would always call me crazy when I'd say it.
I'm trying to think of one small player who's terrible, and I can't right now.
A small player who's terrible.
Yeah.
TJ.
He's
yeah,
not small. He's a large man.
He's
okay.
fat, but
He
he's
used to be
small.
small.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, he
he's
used
short.
to be
Sure.
good, and now he's terrible.
Zinni's pretty bad. He was pretty small.
Enable.
Wait. Hey, don't talk down the nub. What?
Hey, listen, the nub's entertaining as fuck, but there's a reason the guy retired. He got
Okay.
dropped mid-series.
He was phenomenal when he was good, though.
He got dropped
I've
mid-series.
never seen someone get dropped mid-series. It's actually the funniest thing in the world.
Like
though.
I've seen it happen. I've done it.
Jeez.
I've literally done it.
Didn't you drop Tom mid-series?
No, it wasn't Tom. It was
Was it
he
not?
will not be named.
Yeah, I remember now.
We dropped Tom, and then we decided to not keep, to just not continue the season. So fuck it.
Yep. I
Don't
remember
care
that now.
anymore. But yeah, it was somebody
Right.
else that got dropped mid-series. I just
So-
dropped it and got off.
To get back on topic, so Box says Dashy. Oscar, who's your pick?
I was gonna say Bruce.
Really?
That's a good pick. I mean, he is handsome.
He's a
I
good
don't know,
pick,
dude. I
but
don't think Bruce could land it.
And I'm talking about Bruce, not in, like his look, but his overall like personality, the demeanor,
Re-
like the laid back, chill, fucking like, yeah.
That's
definitely.
actually where I think that he loses it. Because I think he looks good, but have you ever heard that guy talk?
It's just not when he laughs. Like when he laughs, it's a little too over the top, in my opinion.
I don't think I've ever heard him say a full sentence in my life. That's why I don't think that he could land it.
Listen,
They-
we live in a
bet-
TikTok generation. They only have a fucking
Between
long
him and
attention span.
Shotzi, they have exactly one brain cell.
Fred's a smarter kind of guy. That's why only one of them's ever popping off and not both of them together.
Now, Boomer, who's your pick?
Who's my pick? That's gonna take. Ooh, that's rough, dude.
You're someone we haven't picked.
No, I know. I'm having to think.
All right, I'll
Of
go
all,
ahead.
of all current pros, right?
Yeah, all currently playing
yeah.
pros.
Go ahead and give yours, and I'll have an answer in time.
And throughout all the years, it doesn't matter what look he's rocking. I've always found Clay so goddamn hot.
That's good. I have my answer now, actually.
Go
It's like
ahead.
a hookah streamer now.
So I think that I'm gonna pick Attach because
it.
I was gonna
Dylan's
say
a
that
good
too.
choice.
I was gonna say that.
good looking guy. He's actually like seems like he's a decent brain on his shoulders, and
And he
yeah,
probably slays the most puss, or at least
Probably
has.
A little
He
short,
he went back to his high school after winning champs in front of that whole
They
auditorium. You telling
threw
me
a
those
fucking rally for
stands
him, I
weren't fucking
know.
flooded?
that's what I know.
Only if the football team sucked.
The janitor had to fucking like go to town on them bitches.
Dude, the football team wasn't winning a fucking $250,000 over a weekend.
Yeah, but
That is true.
Yeah, neither was the school.
No, I know. We're saying because Attach came back and it just won. It's like
Yeah, they don't give a damn about that guy.
the kid. They literally threw a rally for him. The fuck? There's a video of him coming in, walking
yeah,
into
the
the
school threw
auditorium.
that shit, but
Yeah.
the kids just like getting the fucking 30 minutes off of whatever period they were supposed to be in.
Oh,
at
they
that
were
point.
excited for that. Yeah.
It's
They're
never
like,
talked
"Fuck
about
yeah,
again.
no class.
I'm just picturing him in a Letterman jacket, be like, yeah, I just won the Call of Duty World Champions, no big deal.
With his New Balances
Half the
on.
people just like, what the hell does that even mean?
It means I won $250,000, and they're like, oh, I suddenly
In
find you
3
much
days.
more
Money.
attractive.
Means you're rich. Shit.
Be pulling up on a brand new fucking Porsche. Like, are you kidding?
That's actually crazy. I mean, that's crazy to think of all those fucking 18-year-olds that came in and just won champs like that.
So yeah,
As far as
Beasley's
I'm
the
aware-
highest earning player in Call of Duty history.
That is true.
Abe was like 19 when he won champs. I mean, I say
No, he was not 19.
in
Was he
BO4.
19 in BF4?
Yeah, because he played.
I think
he played,
so, yeah.
He
Yeah, he
only
was
played
throwing,
World War II champs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he turned 18 at the end of World War II, so he would have been 19.
I think he played the event before champs as well.
Oh,
when he
okay.
fixed-
Well, yeah, those last bits.
Yeah.
But
But like he went pro. He made pro league for the first time in BO4, but like he technically went pro in World War II.
he was good enough to play pro, but he like obviously that late, you're not getting on a good team like that.
Yeah.
I would say what 18 years they had like.
I mean,
Sims, Scott, oh good.
he went the Joe DeCease route. Well, Joe DeCease went the Abizi route, but
Joe DeCease went the Abizi route. Yeah,
Abizi was 1 and 2 on the World War II rank list.
that shit's crazy. That he had that much time in his life.
I'm sad that I never got the chance to play him when I was grinding World War II ranked.
He would have dumpstered you. He would have
Yeah,
made
probably. I would have gotten evaporated, but like,
There's
I
no-
still want to try.
There's no
He
way
would
the
have made
guy
you
who has
fucking think everything you've done in your life to that point.
the guy who had number 1 and 2. He's playing the game that much and he's that good. He would shit on anybody. They're like
The only experience I have that would compare to that is the last game Arcides was good at. I played him in Cold War. I got absolutely fucking steamrolled.
I played Doug in Cold War.
And he was dog shit, right?
I think I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast, but I have a very I know I've talked about it with my brother. I have a very long running history of playing Doug in ranked in every game of the last 4 years. And I don't know how and I don't know why. I'm going to assume it's the skill, like the skill level, like we're just that close that it keeps on matching me with him. But I keep on getting put against him. I think the only game that it didn't happen was MW because I didn't really play the ranked mode a lot in that. But in Cold War, the first week that rank came out, I played Doug and whoever his team was at the time in a Garrison S&D. And I continued to play him more after that. I think in Vanguard, when the ladder first dropped, I had played him in that, in a hard point. And then this year, I played him on a Hydro, where him and his entire team, I swear to fucking God, they were proning the entire map. I'm not even kidding. If you would look at the floor, you were getting a kill. I don't know if they thought it was meta or whatever, but obviously it didn't work with the placements they were getting. But I played his team in a CDL it was ranked actually. It wasn't Mosh Pit at the time. It was real ranked, and I played his team on a fucking Hydro. I have a very long running history of playing Doug.
You shit on him?
Like him specifically, not his team.
Oh, he was yeah. I think Doug went neg all the times I've played him. I know that I lost every time I played him in Search, but in all fairness, Doug plays with his challengers team, so that's kind of rough trying to win a Search. And then he went like, I don't even know if Doug had 20 kills when I played him in the Hydro. No, I always wonder if it's him, because it's like, oh, obviously there's gonna be someone else named Sensor or some shit. And then I go to his stream, and lo and behold, every time.
So Windmills, you play any pro in ranked and shit on him?
I've played a lot of pros this year. I think I know I played
Who was the worst one that you played?
the
I know
worst
my
one.
answer to that.
God. I mean, I
They all
played
fuck so much.
I played Arceus and Shotzi in like a Search. That's hard to gauge. But in the respawns, I played a couple. I played like Octane. There's a couple other ones, but I mean they're not bad. Like, the easiest part about pros, you know what they're gonna be doing. It's easier than shooting
yeah,
against people
absolutely.
you have no clue what they're gonna be doing.
Oh yeah, I've been said shitters are the hardest people to play against.
I
You have no clue what they're thinking because they have no clue what they're thinking.
I didn't play against him. I played with Arcides though, and he costed me a bag rate HP.
That's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should have just shot straighter.
He should have, yeah.
That'd be you. Get more kills.
I wasn't the one going neg.
You should have got more kills.
That I will say the most shitter pro I played this year, Donnie Temp. Guy used an ISO hemlock against me. That's how I know.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
I know you were.
Temp was the only one who could gun me, and he had a hemlock, so it doesn't count.
Temp was the only one in the whole match using a hemlock too. None of us had it, and nobody else on their team had it. But just they started off the fucking game with a hemlock.
It was also Gunsy, Shotsy, and Hixie, or not Hixie. Ricky.
Oh, I was gonna say it was a coach. I was like,
Yeah. No, Ricky fucking sucks. Like, I'll say it till I'm dead in the ground. Ricky, you fucking suck. Just had to say it. Someone had to. That's why you fucking coach.
Yeah, because he's like 4 years retired now.
Hey, I don't. Marky B's been 4 years retired, and that man booted up this season.
Won a map, refused to elaborate, and left.
Dude, I fucking
Dropped a
that was-
.6. Like, yeah.
That was my favorite series this entire year to watch.
Oh, it was so
that
good.
was my favorite series. Was it? It was like LG against Paris, wasn't it? Or Vegas?
That was the definition of how Outback or Hardpoint could be, or Control could be won.
No, dude, he was the GOAT. He came in, he knew exactly what the team was gonna do, so he won it for them. Yeah, I think
exactly how I remember it.
running strats in his head. And there's obviously no other way that it would have gone down. It's not Bogra luck. I think Temp also dropped like a 0.5 that map or some shit though. Not gonna lie, Marky B's kind of Donnie's boogeyman. He did
Because
very
Donnie
bad
Temp
that-
is dog shit.
That is partially true, but
He uses hemlocks. He's fucking dog shit.
yeah. I lost all respect I had for him in that one map.
Oh, a funny story from that I like to tell is Toby got left in a 1v4 in that match. And he gets everyone down, like hunting them all down. He's like super intense, like just trying his fucking ass off. Gets these 3 dudes down. Doesn't manage to catch Shotzi, who just kind of runs away at the end. So I went back and I watched
He
Shotzi's
was just
stream
sitting
to
in
figure out
mid.
what the fuck was going around. While Toby's off doing that, Shotzi's making a movement tutorial. And then realizes he's in a 1v1 and says, oh, hang on. Then proceeds to win it. And I just think that's really fucking funny.
Did he win it? I thought they both lived.
No, he did, but Shotzi just had to like stay away from Toby. Toby couldn't catch his ass.
That was a very funny time.
That was fucking hilarious. My man's sitting there talking about bunny hopping and how it's like still technically possible and all this, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll put this on TikTok." Meanwhile, it just goes back to Toby, who's just like bent over his screen, just fucking sweating his ass off. Like, come on. Where is he? Where is he? Just Shotzi's just completely oblivious.
Mills, you got any thing you want to fucking say to our audience before we wrap this podcast up?
I mean, muscles are shit. If we don't, no, I can't say that. Never mind. I got nothing to say.
No, say it.
I don't want to jinx. No, I don't want to jinx.
No such thing.
Damn, that's a
I
sure
think-
way to get jinxed.
I think the winner of our streamed match, actually, I think probably both of us will probably be finals. Because
Oh,
one shot be BCSG, right? Or no, they play North Hunters after us, so that'll be interesting too. But I think those are going to be the 3 teams at the end, and I think we'll definitely come out on top.
Really?
That's what...
I think the Roni Nips are making a miracle run.
I
They're
believe.
gonna win the
I think the
Sugar Bowl.
Brody Nips got to win a map first.
It's gonna happen right at the end when they don't make playoffs because they're in last place.
Yeah, they'll beat Rips Legion.
They'll win the wild card match and they'll make it in.
They are not gonna beat Ripped. Hold on a damn second. We are the only people that have even gone map 5 against you guys. First time playing or not, I don't care.
Yeah, well, after 2 maps, that series wasn't close, so.
It wasn't close the first 2 maps either.
Yeah, because I had 2 teammates that didn't fucking want to. We were playing what, Bagra Hardpoint? We've touched
Yeah,
that
we
shit
played-
since.
Yeah, there's no such thing as
It
Bogger
went
luck
all
as we've
downhill for the
established.
Rip
That's
Legion
that's
when
why we're the triple only hotel. Like,
when the reset happened. That's kind of
So
when the
fucking
momentum
lame.
switched back to your side.
Oh man.
Every
Let's
time
get
we
some
get-
diversity in the map pool. I'm tired of seeing hotel, bro.
Oh yeah, play a
Play a
different map.
fucking Hydro.
we played
Play
Hydro.
Mercado.
We still won. Like, no, Mercado never. Actually, Mercado XP's fine, but no more Bagra. Fuck that map.
That's fun.
It's so one-dimensional. It's just like who
playing
gets luckier.
Bocage.
Yeah, it is. Win your gunfights, win the map. That's all. That's all. It takes.
Exactly.
No, it's the 1 bomb site, and in Hardpoint, it's whoever gets the better spawns because you get blessed
Oh, I'm
just
not gonna.
wins.
I won't defend Bagra SND. That's bad. I won't defend that.
Bogger S&D is one of the worst S&D maps I've ever played in my life.
Bagra SND actually is take gunfights on B and see who wins.
It's like playing Garrison S&D.
Yep,
Like
Okay.
whoever thought that was a good idea, you're fucking stupid.
Same shit. Yep.
This might be one of the most or the worst S&D games ever made.
You're also not.
It's
Well-
so bad.
Due to a lot of the maps having just kind of like one really strong bomb site, and then also obviously not being able to walk silently.
Yeah.
It just makes it really bad all around. 'Cause, I mean, obviously, like there's always gonna be like the more like dominant bomb site on a map, but in this game, it's really bad about that. Like on Mercado, the fucking Cantina bomb site. On Fortress, the stage site. Embassy, you get a little more mixy, but even then, like there's literally a bomb site in a spawn.
Yeah. And
So
the other one
very
is at
hard to
least
rotate.
easy
And
as hell to hold from offense
yeah,
side. Like,
and the other one's like right there. I guess Hotel is maybe like the most diverse one. but
Yeah,
even then,
hotel.
B is so far away, or it's not so far away. It's just like I don't know. A is still the stronger site, like the more hit one. There's just like most games in this map have one bomb site.
I
that's, like,
actually don't mind playing Hotel S&D. I don't like watching it
Not bad.
Hotel 3 maps in a row, but I don't mind Hotel S&D.
It's not bad.
It's like Raid all over again. Everyone just wants to play fucking Raid.
And then a CeeLo as
Everyone's-
well. The one bottom middle bomb site is like fucking half the distance that. The
Oh,
B bomb
absolutely.
site is. That's the thing of this game. There's one bomb site that is miles closer to you, and it's so much harder to trek the distance to the other one. They're so they're just bad designs.
don't worry, we're getting all the MW2 maps, the OG ones at the next game.
That's what they
Be
say.
just fine.
Give me that checkmate SND baby.
Oh God, no.
Jeez. No.
What?
No. That's another example of a bomb site there's only one viable one. Are you thinking of a different map?
No,
No,
Boomer knows exactly what he said.
I don't.
He meant every word of it.
I did. Checkmate SND. Plant the bomb. Get on the wing. Win the round. Ease dub.
Told you.
Box do exactly why I wanted that.
Fucking hate you, Boomer.
Dude, just wait. Dude, I can't wait for that fucking Cold War season in the Rewind League. I don't even know if I'm gonna play, but I can't wait for it either way.
I'm not
Imagine
playing.
Imagine a colder season where it's not Unga Bunga then.
Dude, if I don't have to produce the whole one, that'd be great.
That was rough. That was rough.
We got robbed.
Those were dark days. Those were dark days in the CGI history.
Yeah, you joined at a good time.
Yeah, before you were here, Windmills, there was a lot of struggle. We were like this little like this pitiful poor community of COD people. Like we were very much like the underdeveloped what's the for? We were like
What, like a third world country?
we were like a third world country of COD leagues.
And now we're a developed third world.
You're moving on to
For
Getting there.
America.
No, yeah, now we're like Canada. We're like not
Oh.
quite first world, but we're close.
Wow.
That's where we're at.
And we don't
Damn.
exist. Canada's make believe. Just Northern America.
You're right, I forgot. Oz is actually still in China.
North.
Yeah.
He's in North Seattle.
Yeah, I'm on the tip of the I-5, bro.
Yep. Swear to God.
Any closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Hey, closing thoughts. Go watch week 2 podcast. I hate the view count on it. Watch this one too.
All jokes aside, it was nice to have you on Windmills. Like,
In order to hear that, they would have had to have watched this far anyway.
you motherfucker. No, I just
Yeah,
people gotta make this.
wanted to thank you for coming onto the show. I mean, you guys are doing great. It's good to see better teams join our league, and as league owners, that's like the shit we really care about. Like, I think, for CGI, the competition for the higher tier teams, or just in general, have been more competitive and less scuffed, and you are bringing that to us. So thank you, and thank you for joining the show.
Also,
Appreciate
like, you guys have been very obviously other the Monty Cam thing that like we did, but other than that, like you guys haven't actually caused like any like problems or like any like rescheduling issues, and that's been very much appreciated. Because obviously, when we have random people join, we're always kind of worried that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, they signed up to play at a certain time. They show up to play at that time.
Oh my
I love them
God, the
for it.
first
And they
3
fucking
seasons.
win.
And you always have people. You always make it easy.
We almost
Appreciate
didn't
the
have people, but
professionalism.
we're getting it.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, professionalism.
They're adults.
They're very proper. Yeah.
Thank you for acting your age.
Hopefully, I'm not.
Thank
Hopefully,
you-
we're not the only team that does that.
Thank you for joining a league, knowing what you were getting into, and not being surprised when we tell you something that you knew from the get-go.
That's good.
And
Yeah,
putting
that's
Giants in
good
his
for me.
place, because that's fucking funny.
That too. We appreciate that someone will entertain him and talk shit back.
He really loves it. Like deep
He-
down, he's having the best time of his
He
life.
needed someone to do it.
Every time he responds, I'm like, yeah, this guy just loves this shit.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He's like a
CGI's
Make-A-Wish
own
kid, and y'all are
resident bridge
granted.
troll. He's literally our bridge troll.
If you could get past Giants and everything, you're fine. It's just,
Yeah. You got to pay the troll toll.
I think Dwayne might be stuck on the bridge right now.
Wayne's over there fighting for his life. He is.
I think
We-
Dwayne
we-
enjoys
How
it
does it
just as
feel to
much.
have your own Giants, but like better?
You have Giants who just backs it up better.
Yeah, hopefully, like if he's dropping numbers, we're never gonna lose. That's the best part. You just gotta get consistent.
You heard that,
That is
Dwayne?
true.
The teammate said you're not
Remember-
consistent.
Oh,
you're
he
shit.
knows. I told him this already.
I-
I
you know
said
what?
if he gets consistent, he'll literally just transform everything.
That is kind of fair. You guys are like, if you guys just get obviously Dwayne being consistent and then Luke putting up a little bit of better respawn numbers at times, most maps should be like very easy for you guys. Luke definitely fucking shows up in the SND, but Tiki definitely carries you guys through the hard point, slaying it sometimes at least though.
I expect that from him. He's gross.
Dude, Tiki just gets so many kills where he's just like, man, you really shouldn't have won that. I don't know how you did, but you did.
Sure.
And if you want to see if the Roni Nips make the legendary run, be sure to check us out at twitch.tv/Cool Guys Invitational.
Even if they did, they play us first round. Good luck.
I don't know, man. If they fucking make it to the playoffs, there is a thing where the lowest ranking team in playoff usually comes in second.
And I will make them money.
I did it. Was it? We were second lowest when we did it season 1.
I feel like if you money camed, you'd actually discover they're all playing on like N64 controllers.
Dude, yeah, you're gonna find that we're playing on like Xbox 360 controllers.
One of
with,
them's
like,
got
45 frames.
One of them's using the breadstick that the dude beat Dark Souls with.
No, they're sitting on the fucking couch playing on a 60-inch TV.
If you made half
with
the people
quad split screen. Like they're all
You
in the
would-
same room.
see the good players have the most bunga setups, and the bad players have the most elite setups in the world. If you were to make us all Montycam, that's what you would see. You'll see Eggy playing from the top bunk on a 60 hertz TV.
I got bitched
Oh, that
at
was just in Cold War.
after a CRL match, by like this dude going straight to the admins while I was playing on the floor with my monitor on my PC. So I had just like gone over to my my boyfriend's house, like
I remember that setup.
yeah, no, and they were so fucking pissed, dude.
That setup
And I'm
was
like,
so
I'm sitting on a blanket, like.
I gotta sit in crisscross applesauce frying.
Oh, I was. I actually think I might play better like that. I might just move that to my permanent setup for like anything competitive. It's like, no, this is my competitive corner.
Then-
That's my sitting blanket.
Then capping your frames at 60.
I'm
Can't go
actually very, very strange, I think.
That-
Yeah.
That being said, if you want to hear more oddball conversations like what's going on right here, and more just podcast elongating thoughts from Ven and Box and Co. Come back, watch next week, watch the old ones if you haven't yet. Join into the Twitch stream on Monday nights. There's fucking plenty of them. But that being said, one final thank you to Windmills for joining on. I very much appreciate answering our questions. Obviously, other than calling out your teammates, I'm gonna get that from you one day. Believe you.
I did Dwayne a little bit, but
That's true. You did a little bit. That's fair.
he knows, and if he does it, he can talk all the shit he wants.
That's fair. But again, thank you for coming on. Much appreciated having you here. Thank you, obviously, to Oz, Ven, and Box, but not to Teamwork, because where you at, buddy?
Damn.
Can't find you.
Hey, grandma comes first.
That's fair. That's fair.
Grandma
That's what
does
he
come
said,
first.
remember?
It's her special day.
Teamwork's gone. Like, gone.
Yeah,
But thank you
teamwork.
everyone for watching. I will see you guys all in the next one.